The biggest AI battle of 2026. Which one will win?
We don't just report on technology, we decode it. Welcome to Nova Tech.
We start with the company that launched the entire revolution. This is the story of OpenAI.
In 2026, 3 AI giants went to war. Only one satisfies the benchmark of real-world dominance. 3 titans now dominate artificial intelligence. OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic are locked in a war. Each one claims supremacy, but only real-world performance can reveal the truth behind the benchmarks. Today we put GPT-5.4, Gemini 3.1, and Claude 4.6 through the ultimate head-to-head verdict. We start with the company that launched the entire revolution. This is the story of OpenAI. In March 2026, OpenAI released GPT-5.4, their most capable and efficient model to date. 3 operational modes were introduced: Instant for speed, Thinking for depth, Pro for maximum reasoning. GPT-5.4 scores 83% on GDP-vel, matching or exceeding human professionals across 44 occupations. With a 1 million token context window and native computer use, it processes entire code bases in one pass. But benchmarks only tell half the story. OpenAI was building something far more dangerous: autonomy. In early 2025, OpenAI launched Operator, an AI agent that could browse the web independently. By February 2026, Operator evolved into ChatGPT Agent, a fully unified autonomous system. ChatGPT Agent doesn't just answer questions. It opens a browser, executes tasks, and delivers results. It books flights, compares prices, fills complex forms, and purchases products, all completely unsupervised. On the OS World benchmark, GPT 5.4 achieved 75%, surpassing the average human baseline. For the first time ever, an artificial intelligence navigates software environments better than most humans. OpenAI then launched Prism, a free AI-powered research workspace built for scientists and academics. Prism integrates GPT 5.2 directly into the writing workflow, drafting, citations, and reasoning in one place. And now, the latest weapon. Sora 2, OpenAI's cinematic video generation engine, is heading into ChatGPT. Text, images, code, research, autonomous agents, and now video, all inside a single conversational interface. OpenAI has built an empire. From chatbot to operating system, ChatGPT is no longer just a tool, but Google has a titan waiting. 1 million tokens of context, and it sees everything. That's next.
Google did not come to compete. It came to consume. This is Gemini 3.1 Pro, the titan of context.
Google did not come to compete. It came to consume. This is Gemini 3.1 Pro, the titan of context. Released February 2026, Gemini 3.1 doubled the reasoning power of its predecessor in a single generation. On Archie AGI 2, the benchmark that resists memorization, Gemini 3.1 Pro scored 77.1%. That is more than double the score of the original Gemini 3 Pro, an unprecedented single-generation leap. On graduate-level science, it scored 94.3% on GPQA Diamond, the highest ever recorded. But raw intelligence means nothing without reach. Gemini 3.1 sees further than any model ever built. 1 million tokens of context. That is 8 hours of audio, 900 pages, or an entire codebase. Where other models forget mid-conversation, Gemini holds every detail across the full context window perfectly. And Google gave it a weapon no rival can match: an agentic development platform called Antigravity. Antigravity is not an assistant. It is a mission control center where AI agents build software autonomously. Developers issue directives, agents plan the task, write the code, run the tests, and verify the output. Multiple agents work simultaneously across different workspaces, refactoring, debugging, and deploying in parallel. The platform even includes a browser agent that visually verifies user interfaces like a human tester would. But Gemini 3.1 is not just an engine for code. It creates things no other model has ever produced. It generates animated SVG graphics directly from natural language. Scalable vector art built entirely from code. When asked to build a three-dimensional starling murmuration, it coded the flocking physics from pure mathematics. Users manipulate the flock with hand tracking, while a generative soundtrack shifts with the bird's movement. This is not image generation. This is a living, interactive simulation, rendered entirely through code intelligence. And all of this runs at the lowest cost of any frontier model, undercutting every major competitor on price. $2 per million input tokens. Google is not just building intelligence, it is making it accessible to everyone. With 1 million tokens, native multimodal processing and autonomous agents, Gemini 3.1 rewrites every rule. But in the shadows, a logic specialist is waiting. Built for precision, trained for safety, Claude version 4.6 is next.
Stay with us. The most controversial model in artificial intelligence is next. You will not want to miss this.
It does not chase speed. It does not chase scale. Claude 4.6 was built for one thing: precision.
It does not chase speed. It does not chase scale. Claude version 4.6 was built for one thing: precision. Anthropic released Opus 4.6 on February 5, 2026, and the benchmarks spoke for themselves immediately. On SWE Bench Verified, the gold standard for real-world software engineering, Claude scored 80.8%. On Terminal Bench 2.0, it hit 65.4%, the highest agentic coding score ever recorded. And on Humanity's last exam, the hardest reasoning test ever designed, Claude reached 53% with tools. But the real breakthrough is not what Claude knows. It is how Claude thinks before it ever responds. Adaptive thinking lets the model decide how deeply to reason, from instant replies to extended deliberation. At maximum effort, Claude builds internal logic chains, self-corrects errors, and validates its own reasoning steps. This is not autocomplete. This is an intelligence that pauses, reflects, and only then delivers a verified answer. 16. Claude agents wrote a working C compiler in Rust from scratch, capable of compiling the Linux kernel. The experiment cost $20,000, but it proved autonomous AI can now build foundational system software. Claude does not just write code, it operates computers. It clicks, scrolls, types, and navigates like a human. On OS World, the benchmark for desktop automation, Claude scored 72.7%, industry-leading. It manages spreadsheets, fills complex forms, navigates legacy applications, and executes multi-step professional workflows. And with a 1 million token context window in beta, it reads entire codebases without losing a single detail. Meta measured Claude's task endurance at 14 hours and 30 minutes, the longest of any model tested. But power without safety is reckless. Anthropic published a 200-page system card, the industry's most transparent. Claude showed the lowest rates of deception, sycophancy, and harmful compliance of any frontier model ever evaluated. So here is the verdict. GPT-5.4 built the ecosystem. Gemini 3.1 owns the context. Claude 4.6 masters precision. The smartest strategy in 2026 is not choosing one model. It is routing every task to the right intelligence. This is not a race with a finish line. This is an arms race. And it is accelerating every single week. The frontier of artificial intelligence just split into 3 paths. The question is, which one do you take? If this opened your eyes to what's next, hit that like button. And if you know someone who needs to see where technology is heading, share this with them. Subscribe to Nova Tech and stay at the frontier of discovery.